everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. The other day I posted an image on my Instagram and my Snapchat of this makeup look, and I asked if you guys would be interested in a tutorial. Many of you said yes, so I really feel like this is a perfect look for a New Year's Eve celebration. It's not too over the top, although I did do a little bit more highlight contouring than I usually do in my videos. I didn't use a glitter, which a lot of people use for New Year's Eve, because I know a lot of my viewers aren't that into glitter. Maybe you're over 40 or even over 50, and I always say you can rock whatever you like. If you're into glitter and you're 60, I say do it. But in this video, I just used a product that I think is really easy to use and gives a very flattering shimmer glitter effect on the lid. I also put on some fake lashes, did some wing liner, the whole 9 yards. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this makeup look, then please keep on watching. So to begin, I use the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base and MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I just applied the soft ochre with my finger and blending it from my lash line up to my brow bone. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm beginning with Peaches and Cream and a big fluffy brush, applying that all over wherever I put the soft ochre paint pot. Now I'm taking the shade Charmed, I'm Sure, and applying that in my crease as my transition shade. And I'm going back and forth like a windshield wiper, and then I'm bringing it out, extending it past my eyebrow. And don't worry about it being messy because we're gonna clean it up later. Next, I am taking a skinny brush from Sigma. I will have everything listed. And the shade Summer Yum. And I am going right in my crease, just deepening up that crease, going back and forth once again like a windshield wiper. Now, as you can see, I'm just deepening up that outer corner and also bringing that out past the eyebrow into a really extreme defined V shape. Now I'm taking this brush from Smith that has a very unique shape. It's great for working in the inner and outer corners of the eye when you're doing a type of halo eye like this. I'm using the shade Delectable, and I'm just placing that, as you can see, on the inner corners and on the outer corners. Just repeating this until I get the intensity of color that I'm looking for. Now, using this eye polish from Pure Cosmetics called Silk, I'm just taking a inexpensive no-name synthetic concealer brush and applying that to the middle portion of my lid. This product is very, very easy to work with. I'm just packing it on, and then I'm going back and doing it one more time, building up once again to the intensity that I want. Now taking a makeup wipe and cleaning up the excess so I have a nice clean shape on the outer corners of my eyes. Of course, you can also use a Q-tip and some eye makeup remover for this. Now I'm just blending out with a big fluffy brush. This one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. That came in one of the palettes that I purchased a while ago. Now I'm doing a liquid eyeliner using the NYC liquid liner. I like this product because it is really, really black and it stays black. So many gel eyeliners I own turn into like this light gray. They're just not a deep dark black, and this one is a true black. So now your eyes should look like this. Now, using another small blending brush and the shade Talk Derby to Me, I'm once again darkening those outer and inner corners and then blending across. So most of the pigment is going to go on the inner corner and outer corner, and then you take what's left on the brush and go back and forth into the crease, blending everything together. I'm filling in my brows with this brow pencil from Sania's Brow Bar. It is in the shade Light. It is very, very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definers. Then I'm going to be taking this little brush that I got in the Vanity Planet set that I showed you guys in my last video. Anyway, I'm taking this little brush and I am using my Naked Concealer and just cleaning up under my brows and giving it a bit of a highlight. Then using a flat brush, a flat shader brush, I'm using White Peach, and I am setting that concealer, brightening up the under eye area, and also using that to really help smooth and define the shape in my crease. Now, when I posted a photo on Instagram the other day, I was wearing the EylurexNicole in Flirty Feline, but today I decided to try the Nicole Guerriero ones. I'm sorry if I just butchered her last name, but these are called Casually Glamorous. So this is what they look like on. I apologize for the chip nails. I realize it's very noticeable in those last frames when you see me applying the lashes. Now we're going to be moving on to the rest of the face. I am taking Marc Jacobs Remarkable Liquid Foundation and a Beauty Blender. But first I apply the foundation to one side of my face using a few dots on my forehead, nose, cheek, and along my jawline. And then I blend it in with the Beauty Blender. And then once that's all blended in, I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side. Now to brighten up my under eyes, I am beginning with the Fiona Styles Light Illusion Perfecting and Brightening Stylo. I'm applying that in a triangle shape underneath my eyes, and then I'll be going over it with the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay, kind of blending the two together. And then once that's applied, I blend it out with the same damp Beauty Blender. Now you won't normally see me applying a lot of powder underneath my eyes, and if you have very dry under eyes or a lot of wrinkles under the eye, I don't recommend doing this. But what I'm doing here is I am sort of baking, I guess, my under eye area, and then also contouring my nose. This is a bit of a different technique than you see the majority of people doing. This is where I'm taking the whitish powder, the light powder, and I am contouring my nose with that, doing the majority of the contouring with the powder. And I'm taking it in on my nose because my nose is really wide and uneven. So I'm using the loose powder, the Ben Nye Cameo, to narrow my nose, to just carve out the look that I want for my nose. Then I'm doing the standard kind of under the cheekbone baking. Taking this brush from Luxie Beauty and Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, I am going right above where I placed that white translucent powder. Well, it's actually not white, it's just very light. And then I'm also taking it on my forehead, and then I'll be also using it underneath my chin on my jawline. And then in a second, you will see me take my JD Wadey 180 Nose Perfector brush and run that down the sides of my nose, once again on top of where I carved out with that translucent powder. So just blending down the sides of my nose to make it appear more narrow. It's time to brush off the excess powder, and here for my nose area, I'm using the MAC 217 brush to get rid of the powder. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just using this little brush from Real Techniques just to dust off the rest of the powder under my eyes and along my jawline. Finally, for my eyes, I'm taking this pencil called Amber Moon from Charlotte Tilbury. It's just a plummy bronze, lining my inner rims and lower lash lines, and then taking a pencil brush and just smudging it out so it looks softer. Then I'm going to be taking some mascara and applying it to my lower lashes. Next, I'm taking the Peach Glow palette from Too Faced, and that bronzer, it's kind of like a light shimmer bronzer. It's very, very light. I kind of wish this palette had more pigment to it, but it's still very nice, and I'm just adding a little bit more bronzy glow to my face. Then I will be taking the peach blush that comes in the palette. It's a light shimmery peach. If you have dark skin, this is not going to be showing up on you. As you can see, I had to go over it a couple times, and I'm not sure why I'm making that stupid kissy face, but apparently it's what I do because I'm like this in every frame. So I decided to add more color using the Cheekathon palette, and I did a combo of Rockateur and Dandelion. And there I am with my silly looking kissy face once again. And now I'm taking the highlighter from the Peach Glow palette and applying that to the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, and a little bit on the Cupid's bow of my mouth. You can definitely use a bolder highlight. This is very, very subtle. I'm also taking that same shade and applying it to my tear ducts. The lips, I am using MAC's Soar Lip Pencil, followed up by Jordana's Matte Lip Cream in Creme Brulee, finishing it off with Mirror Mirror Gloss by Pure Cosmetics, and there we have it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I am very happy with the way it turned out. If you like, you can always change up the lip for something more nude. I'm usually a nude lip girl, but I just wanted to try something different and use something with a little bit more color. You also don't need to do false lashes, but heck, it's New Year's Eve. It's a good time to try it. I hope you all have a beautiful holiday season. Thank you so much for all your support in this last year. I am so happy with how far my channel has come, and thank you guys so much. Happy New Year.